Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It was kind of just stopped on the 0000 then, as if you're going to start counting. Okay, we're recording. Let me just double check. 12 seconds in. We're using the Chakra Wisdom Tarot cards today. I felt drawn to use some cards that maybe I don't use that often. So, Chakra Wisdom Tarot cards. I do have the Tarot to Go, which we might be able to use to clarify. And I have no fingernails. Someone done a right nibbling job on my fingernails last night. I felt like it was nervousness, like someone was really nervous about something. So the fingernails are gone. So let's use the Chakra Wisdom Tarot cards, not the Oracle cards. I do have the Oracle, but let's start with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot and see what story wants to come out. Rather colourful, aren't they? Spring is in the air, everywhere I look around. Okay, so this deck is a tarot deck, but every card relates to a certain chakra within your system, your body, within your system. 8 of coins. Now, the 8 of coins is about working on your craft. Getting things in line. Now we have the feminine here. She's just about to slot this pentacle in place. On the other side, there's already 4 pentacles that are there, and I'm just kind of wondering, are they her pentacles or do they belong to someone else? Let's have a look and see what comes out the other side of these pentacles. The Hanged Woman. Okay. So they're not really telling us much because it's kind of continuing on the darkness into the tree. This is about wisdom because the Hanged Woman here, as you can see, it looks like she's coming out of a chrysalis. So she's just about to transform into a beautiful butterfly. And that's going to occur when she actually gets herself aligned and slots that one coin. So we don't really need to worry about the 7 other coins. We just need to worry about this one that she has her hands on. And she has both hands on it. She's got both hands on it, on the coin. Now this looks a very wintry image here. Let's find out some more. And then we have the Fool. Okay, so what I can see is we have 2 root chakra cards. Let me show you the Fool here. What's coming out again is your roots, really deep. You're really grounded. So you're grounding in something. I feel like you're actually grounding yourself. Ready for your transformation. So it feels very much once you, it's like establish your roots. You will be transforming here. The Fool is the first card of the tarot. Okay, so we have, what colour is this in the deck? Let me just have a look what the Hanged Woman comes under. Okay, this is the third eye. Let's read about the Hanged Woman first. The Fool pauses her future. The Fool has become trapped by the things she has overlooked and must now pause and do nothing. Like the mountains of ice floating behind her, she must remain frozen. Any moment could unsettle the progress she has made. So Divine Feminine, it feels very much as if purposely you are at a standstill, you are pausing. The Fool pauses her future. The 6th chakra message is the 6th chakra represents a time for intuitive knowing. to look and discern if this is your true intention or if you are trying to live out a dream that is not yours. Now, interesting enough, when I said, who do these coins belong to? And it's like, it doesn't really matter. You need to live out your own dream. Okay, get yourself aligned. So when struggle is put on pause and we relax into the unknown, we allow new ideas and family of origin agreements to be revealed. It is time for us to be certain our choices are our own. The indication, as we follow the Fool on her shadow journey, it becomes clear that we cannot proceed if our plans are made only to impress or help others. Obligations based on guilt keep us stuck. The keywords is delay, waiting, pause, confusion, transition, sacrifices, and rebirth. I'm just going to read the next steps. Allowing the false self to dissipate is the only option for the Fool, as life as it is has been known. As life as it has been known is over. Death beckons. A new time will emerge. I was reading The Hangwoman and it spoke about the Fool. I just picked up that. The Fool becomes trapped. And here's the Fool. The Fool becomes trapped by the things she has overlooked and must now pause and do nothing. Like the mountains of ice floating behind her, she must remain frozen. Any movement could unsettle the progress she has made. Okay, so we're focusing on ourselves, Divine Feminine, 8 of coins here. It is time for us to be certain our choices are our own. And then the indication is, as we follow the Fool on her shadow journey, it becomes clear that we cannot proceed if our plans are made only to impress or help others. Obligations based on guilt keep us stuck. Right, let's have a look at this card, the 8 of coins. The card of the missing element. Well, it just looks like you have your hands on this pentacle, Divine Feminine, both hands on it. And this is maybe the missing element. Okay. She has returned to finish what she perceived as work left undone. As a revisitation of the root chakra, could a step back be necessary for completion? And it really is suggesting, Divine Feminine, that you just take a step back. Okay. Chakra message, delays in the past were related to fearing completion. This is not the same. You are relating to the original issue in a new way, which will create a different outcome. What you gain is more meaningful now. The indication is take pride in your work, create something to be proud of, and a lasting result. This feels very much about you, Divine Feminine, getting into your mission work, like solo. You know what you're doing, what your mission is, regardless of anyone else. This is your purpose. Okay. So you're most definitely doing this on purpose now. Aligning yourself. The keywords are a specialist, painstaking diligence, reputation, professionalism, liberation, freedom, and grace. Okay. Let's have a look at your contemplation. Choose freedom at the end of this road and prepare for a new journey. Right, let's have a look at the Fool. The adventure begins. And I want to say, after this kind of this time of being frozen, feels like you're frozen in time. Frozen in time. Okay, the adventure begins. The roots of our Fool's gown illustrate her connection to Earth. Although they are a part of her essential being, she will need to break free from these roots in order to travel the path instead. The journey begins with her, and she is us. Okay, the first chakra message. The first chakra card reveals our arrival with the beliefs, challenges, and natural characteristics we receive from our genes, and so fits nicely into the grounding aspect of the root chakra. Our roots are where we source our life from. Transplant your roots, change your lives. Change your lives, change your life. What did it speak about us? So I want to say, what did it say here? That you were kind of looking at the same situation but with a different meaning. Okay. Very much energy. You're not here to please others. You're here to make sure that you are pleasantly pleased throughout your journey. Okay. The indication is rooted in beliefs that you will need to break free from. Family restrictions, choosing a new route in life. The keywords beginning journey, beginning your journey. It says beginning, journey, risk, naivety, starting afresh, newness and bravery. Okay, let's have a look at your next steps. With no knowledge of the world or what she will need, the fool will venture on to discover her emotional power. If feelings are conjured, will she need a magician? Will you? So if feelings are conjured, will she need a magician? Will you? Interesting. What's the bottom of the deck here? Queen of Coins. You have your coin here, Divine Feminine. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it's really focusing on the root chakra and the third eye today are the colours that are coming up. Let's have a look at the Queen of Coins. Let me just read about the Queens. I think it might, it's not actually. I thought it might give us a bit of a description about all four of them, but it doesn't. There they are. The card of luxurious lifestyle. The Queen of Coins is generous and acquires possessions as a balm to heal past wounding. The large coin indicates the magnetizing skill she has mastered. So, Divine Feminines, the underlying energy, you need to focus on this coin and your mastery. I want to say your mastery of manifestation. Okay. And you're only going to really manifest what you desire, what's best for your higher good. So make sure you have your priorities in order and that you're putting yourself at the top of that list. So this elegant queen, wrong card. Let's go back to the Queen of Coins. I went to the Queen of Cups. Queen of Coins, the card of luxurious lifestyle. The Queen of Coins is generous and acquires possessions as a balm to heal past wounding. The large coin indicates the magnetizing skill she has mastered. Okay, the chakra message. If you have been fighting against your own magnetizing and calling it a block, this may be an inheritance to disown. You have a choice to live in a world of the block or the world of manifesting. When we lift our vibrational energy toward honouring our heritage, we then have access to the legacy we will leave. Okay, the indication. Learning an intuitive path is not always meditation or playtime. Rather, it can be fraught with ups and downs. The keywords are reliability, organisation, prosperity, genuineness, and a homemaker. Okay, the contemplation for you. You will only see your legacy once you acknowledge the one you have left. You're uprooting yourself. Okay. So it's like you're uprooting yourself from your old life and you are creating solid, deep foundations with your legacy. Should we have a look at these? Tarot to go. We're seeing as you're uprooting something. The old you. I feel like you're stepping into your manifestation. Power. Will you need a magician? It said, will you need a magician? You are the magician, Divine Feminine. You don't need any other soul apart from your own to be able to achieve what you've come here to achieve. And it's best, really, if you don't have anyone kind of put in their 2 cents worth in. You've got this, Divine Feminine. So I feel like I might actually just be pulling another story. Let's just have a look at what comes out. You've got Justice. There's something here about doing it the good old-fashioned way. I'm just feeling with the Justice, just with the pattern that's underneath, it just kind of took me to real retro kind of energy. Old school. Feels like you old school style. Okay. Justice is here. There's a sword of resurrection. There's your scales. Very balanced, the scales. Got a steady hand. Remaining balanced. Ten of Cups. That's your legacy. I want to say that's your desired outcome for yourself. Six of Pentacles. I want to say the Divine Masculine, you're not to really focus on his like balancing act. He does have scales here, and it does look like he is serving. Not sure what he's serving up, this little boy or girl here. This little one has a bowl, wanting a coin. I'm actually feeling as if maybe the Divine Masculine is doing the opposite to what you're being guided to do. I feel like maybe he's taking care of other people's needs, where you're being guided, Divine Feminine, to look after yourself. Don't just do something because it makes others happy, to please others. What you are doing needs to be pleasantly pleasing for your soul. So it does look like the Divine Masculine, I'm not really sure what he's doing here, whether he's happy, whether he's overgiving. He could be getting in alignment. This could be his way that he comes in, working mission, purpose, what his purpose is. There's Justice on one side with the scales, and I feel that's with the Divine Feminine. Interesting enough, the masculine is kind of reaching over towards that way, Divine Feminine. You're actually on the masculine side here. So it's kind of like what you're being guided to do doesn't necessarily mean that the Divine Masculine has to do the same. He may be guided to maybe be more sharing and caring. Where actually you've got to really focus on yourself, Divine Feminine, and getting yourself firmly aligned, grounded, rooted, so that you can then bring your manifestation in. Magnetize your ability to manifest. Just 3 cards again. Bottom of the deck, Page of Rods. Now, let's read what this town crier is shouting about, because that's what he's doing. He's spreading news. Good news. Page of Rods. There he is. Okay. Adorned with a medallion of the sun, the page is shouting out a message. Good news is on the way. Don't be shy. Make your voice heard. Divine Feminine, you're to step up. It feels like you're coming out of the shadows. I know that it tells you to like freeze and to not really do anything at the moment because you could kind of mess up all your good work. This is about actually having a look and seeing how aligned you are with your legacy. Personally, just you. How aligned are you? And let everyone else take care of their own alignment. Okay. Good news is on the way. Don't be shy. Interesting. Let's go to some Law of Attraction cards. Okay, I was going to choose the well-being cards. We will do next. This message is my thoughts are in harmony with health. You can kind of see, so we are talking about your state of being, especially how you view yourself, whether you view yourself to be a pure vessel of light and love, or whether you feel that you have health concerns and that you're not in tip-top condition. So if you feel that you're not in tip-top condition, then you definitely need to work on that. Okay, card number 28. I want perfect health. I like feeling good. I enjoy my good feeling body. I have many positive memories of feeling good in my body. I see many people who are clearly in a state of good health. And it is easy to see how much they are enjoying their good feeling bodies. And when I think thoughts like these, I feel good. And these thoughts are in harmony with a healthy body. Now, I actually feel like the Divine Masculine looks really healthy here. He's just doing what he's being guided to do. Okay. You have to remember that you are the yin yang. So you are going to kind of do things a bit opposite. But it's all in alignment for the coming together. Let's get a well-being card. Okay, we can take those two. I make many decisions and then I make them right. Oh, this is so spot on. Your true work in this perfectly balanced universe is to weigh continually your new stimulation of thought against the existing beliefs within you, thereby deciding what you now want. This is so important, Divine Feminine. Your true work in this perfectly balanced universe. It's perfectly balanced. It's only you that's out of balance, out of alignment. Have you been out of line? Okay. Can you see that? That was... You must have seen that. Orb fairy. Your true work in this perfectly balanced universe is to weigh continually your new stimulation of thought against the existing beliefs within you, thereby deciding what you now want. I got my mind set on you. Hi, Jess. The next part goes, but it's gonna take a money. A whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take patience. Is it patience and money? Or plenty of money? To do it, 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 to do it right, child. Well, if you tell yourself that, then it's going to take patience and money, isn't it? That's not the case, though, is it? You can have whatever you want as soon as you're in alignment. So it's going to take money. With that kind of attitude, you're going to be waiting around for a long time. Okay. get yourself into alignment, and the prosperity will come in. All the abundance is there for you. It's just waiting for you to align. Okay. We've got a dragonfly here. It says, I inhibit no one. We each create our own reality. You're not going to inhibit anyone by claiming your legacy, your prosperity, your alignment with the divine. Everyone else has the free will to do the same. Okay. So as you find vibrational harmony with your desires, you are never inhibiting or preventing anyone else from living what they are creating. But you are controlling and creating your own reality. Do not focus on what others are doing. Focus on what you're doing. Mind your own business. Okay? And let others do the same. Take care of their own business. You take care of yours. Should we get a spirit animal? I think we should get a spirit animal. We're going to get one. Well, you already have one with you, but if you don't get that yet, so let me give you one to focus on. What's the spirit animal, the archangel spirit animal that's surrounding this situation? Let's see what's assisting you. Oh, look, it's that little bluebird. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. Kind of like the tune a bit. Don't worry about it. There's a bluebird, look. It's like the one singing, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream, boom, 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 make it the sweetest that I've ever seen, boom, 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 boom. We have the sheep. I can see the blue here. I can see the blue. I just pointed out the bluebird, so it's got blue rose. Should we read about the sheep? Act with fortitude and cooperation. Archangels Gabriel and Hope. It's the black sheep of the family really shouting out. It is in my head, but hey, let's read the message. Sheep with their loving, innocent hearts came from the Pleiades to offer wool and to share their milk and their joy. They enter through Archangel Gabriel's high-frequency portal of Mount Shasta. Like all creatures from this star cluster, they carry the symbol of the 33-petaled blue rose in their auras. And they and their products carry healing energy and Christ light. Well, most definitely, seeing as Christ consciousness number is 33, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So, like all creatures from this star cluster, Mount Shasta, they carry the symbol of the 33-petal blue rose in their auras. So they and their products carry healing energy and Christ light. Through sheep, Archangel Hope touches people with optimism and helps them to keep their spirits high so that they can aspire to achieve their full potential. It is this noble service that enables these gentle animals to bear their current conditions on earth with fortitude. Sheep choose to live in flocks because they know that when they act together, they can do their service work of spreading healing to pastures and people more effectively. They work symbolically for the highest good. Your guidance. Your guidance today is to cooperate with others. Realise that together you can accomplish greater things than if you work alone. Your aspirations can more easily be fulfilled if you act from the heart and the right brain. So open your heart today and listen to your inner wisdom. Visualize your goal being achieved with love, happiness, and joy. Whether it is acting in harmony with your family or friends, or working as a team with your colleagues, the outcome will be satisfying for you all. Be kind, calm, and centered. I'm feeling a really strong masculine energy coming through with this. That's exactly what they're doing, what they're focusing on. It doesn't mean that you have to focus on the same things, Divine Feminine. Okay. It is through sacrificing self and personal ambition that everyone will win and a flame of hope will ignite within you. So there's definitely a contrast in energy within this reading. Okay. It's like one of you is focusing on one aspect and then the other one's focusing on the other aspect. I don't actually feel that you're focusing on each other. Maybe the Divine Masculine might be focusing on others, but Divine Feminine, you're just focusing on yourself. Okay. Within 60 days, it can be mine. Oh, we're going to have to read this. And it's card number 59. But within 60 days, it can be mine. Where does that take us to? March, April, May, June. 11th of June. Let's read this. Oh, it's a bit mucky, this card. As you give thought to your future, that may be 10 years or 60 days away, you begin pre-paving. And then as you move into those pre-paved moments, and as that future becomes your present, you fine-tune it by saying, this is what I now want. And all of those pre-paved thoughts will fit together to bring you precisely the experience that you now want to live. So I'm feeling like there's this buffering of time here, like that you have the opportunity to actually change your alignments. So if you thought that it would take 10 years, it can occur as quick as 60 days. That's just like saying you can ask for £100 or you could ask for 100 million. The universe doesn't know the difference. Okay. So as you give thought to your future, that may be 10 years or 60 days away, you begin pre-paving. And then as you move into those pre-paved moments, and as that future becomes your present, you fine-tune it by saying, this is what I now want. And all of those pre-paved thoughts will fit together to bring you precisely the experience that you now want to live. How long have you been desiring this? Years, I imagine. And every time that you was in alignment and sending out those sparks of inspiration, that's not the right word, sparks of manifestation was what wanted to come out, but I felt that wasn't right. As you're sending out rockets of desire, as you're sending out those rockets of desire, you're pre-paving your way. At some point, it's all going to catch up with you and you're actually going to be living that in the now. Okay. Let's read this. Whatever you are thinking and therefore feeling, and that which you are attracting is always a match. Also, what you are thinking and feeling in the dream state and what is manifesting in your life experience is always a match. Your dreams give you a glimpse into what you are creating, which you are not in the process of creating while you are dreaming. Okay, so you have all these dreams, and I want to say all your visions. So you've been receiving your insights through your dreams, but you're not manifesting in that energy. So pick up that dream, okay? Because it gives you an inclination of what you're actually creating within, as within, so without. Okay. So also what you are thinking and feeling in the dream state and what is manifesting in your life experience is always a match. So it's like you've got a bit of a heads up. As you put your head down to rest, you're going to get a kind of idea of what's going on internally and what you are actually creating on the outside. And then it gives you the opportunity to adjust your alignment to what it is that you are truly desiring and what's your thoughts. Let's have a look at the oracles of shadows and light. And there's the card. Fairy of the Divine Hand. Intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. So we need to put the light on. It's gone a bit cloudy out there. Card number 2. About the Fairy of the Divine Hand. If the Fairy of the Divine Hand has turned up in a reading, it is ever so likely you are being urged by friends, loved ones, or even your own self to more accurately estimate the power addictive behaviours and substances can have over you. You know how it is. You start having a piece of candy, some soda, maybe a little junk food, then before long you have more. It may be another habit, such as judging yourself or others way too harshly, thinking negatively, or giving up too early on exercise and good healthy practices that you are indulging in. Gossip too falls under the Fairy of the Divine Hand's domain. While it can be wickedly delicious, it always leaves such a sour aftertaste. So when she shows up, know that the true gift she offers is awareness of what you're denying. Don't ignore Fairy of the Divine Hand. Thank her for pointing out your addictive tendencies, acknowledge their power, and then disengage and find support for living in a clear, bright ways that don't leave you feeling drained, disorientated, and disenchanted. Okay, the Fairy of the Divine Hand speaks. I am here to reveal to you what will tempt you. It is delightful, this thing you are being offered, and surely a little won't hurt. I am the Fairy of the Divine Hand, and I appear to you when you are blinded to what you must see. Come and truly examine what is being offered to you. Underneath this apparently harmless fun, spending, partying, distraction, and temptation lie disorientation and fear. And things may appear to be quite different than how they truly are. But here, look and look closely. Do you begin to see what will take place if you continue down this path? If you sugarcoat the possibilities of where this may end? Do not push down the feelings and warnings you have. Instead, come a little closer and look. Do you begin to understand that what seems such a small thing can indeed change lives? Take a moment. Look, think, connect with your deeper wisdom. Decide whether you will join in with what is tempting you, or whether you will watch a while longer and make the wise decision instead. Divination message. Stop right now. Your intuition, your inner sight and clear vision is sending you a very clear warning. A red flag has just gone up, and this is the time to stop, to look, and to listen before going forward. Your higher self, your clear sight, wants you to stop and think before simply taking this wonderful temptation someone is offering you. It may be in the form of a secretive relationship, junk food, alcohol at a party, sex before you're ready, or behaving in ways that are unsafe and disrespectful, speaking harmful words and thoughts that could scar people for a long, long time. This moment's indulgence could have long-term repercussions that could lead you away from well-being, clarity and harmony. You know when this temptation comes that you do not need to flee, you do not need to indulge, and you do not need to curse and berate this lovely, very earnest fairy with her clear message to stop and truly look at what is taking place. You know you simply need to pause, be quiet, clear, and now know that one of your fiercest addictions is seeking you out, and you are wavering, caught in its delirium. This is not an opportunity to escape. This is your chance to break free. I want to break free. Divine is really looking for you to be a very crystal clear vessel, Divine Feminine. I spoke this week about yoga, Tai Chi, colour therapy, eating more healthy, just ensuring that whatever, I really do need to kind of tackle this coffee situation, but I'm very aware of the things that I need to actually start doing. Got that. I'm very aware of the things that are not healthy for my vessel, which maybe once upon a time didn't really bother me. But now I understand that if I keep this vessel nice and clear, then the energy is just going to be clear. And I'm a work in progress. Okay, it's not about being perfect. It's actually about taking responsibility for those things that you know are not the healthiest options. Okay, chakra. Where do we go from here? Let's go to the journey of love. I'm not sure why, but well, why not? Indeed, why not go to the journey of love? Sweet soul rising. Yeah? Come and see me. Hey, darling. You okay? No? What's up? I've done a sheep. I've done the sheep. The pussy cat didn't come out, the sheep come out. Okay, card number 20. You got enough room now? Okay. It's 11:22. That's it, pop your bum down. Good boy. You may feel lost in your thoughts and feelings, and this is the sweetness of surrender into another world. It's time to dream, to wonder, not to be clear and sharp right at this precise moment. If you have a clear plan, let it become soft and feel your heart open to allowing whatever may be. We might believe that it is through tough action and dynamic assertiveness that we make our way through the world. Yet sometimes the sweetness of the soul rises, and instead we can flow gently with the currents of the cosmic ocean, unsure of where we are headed, but safe in the truth that all waters naturally return to the ocean, where they are all wanting to go eventually anyway. You can use your own efforts to swim to your destination against the current at times, or you can float on the sweet love of your own soul, and it's as it. Okay. Hey. Okay. I can always tell by his purr, like kind of how excited and contented he is. Very contented. Very contented. You contented? Oh, I know you are. So you can use your own efforts to swim to your destination against the currents at times, or you can float on the sweet love of your own soul as it enjoys the privilege of getting to know itself as one with the divine. This oracle brings you guidance now. Surrender and flow. This is not the time to assert your will and try to make things happen. no matter how much you may want to or believe that you should. There is something bigger happening, and everything is going to turn out perfectly according to a far larger plan. And that includes your well-being too, beloved. Sometimes we have to let go of our expectations about how that bigger plan will be achieved and just let it happen, trusting that it will actually take place even without us striving to make it so. And this is one of those times. With innocence I share my heart, a smile expressing with a tear, sweet words and feelings that impart everything that I hold dear. The promise of a blossom high, the air is bathed in fragrant scent. To reach the sun you have to fly. Desire wells with love that's meant. To wait for heaven's soft embrace, a fruit so firm and succulent. God's promise must remain so chaste, while passion's glow is slowly spent. Such patience born, with times in sight, my soul doth burn in embers light, and savours fresh and moist and ripe, the gift of love, when it is right. Should we end with a Mother Mary, Jasper? Do you think so? You're not going to nip me, are you? There's the card, Our Lady of Charity. So I feel really this very charitable energy from the Divine Masculine here. Card number 44. Wrong book. Our Lady of Charity. Just picking up this really retro feel through the cards. Well, through some of them. This one is one of them as well. It's the last card in the deck. Our Lady of Charity. I call upon my strongest children to aid those in need. I will empower your purpose and act through you. My powers are vast enough to keep you safe and protected, no matter where you may be. Fear not, and maintain your focus on me. I shall guide you, my beloved. Being a healer is not always a professional choice. Sometimes we are simply healers in how we are in the world, and sometimes those with a particular ability to love the Divine Mother are asked by her to be present in particular environments in need of healing. Those environments are often the darkest ones that are most in need of her light. They may be toxic office environments or judgmental families trapped in fear and shame. Or the environment may be a relationship with a person that is in need of love and affection, Far from becoming a martyr or victim, a healer, even if one doesn't know one is a healer in that situation at first, will benefit from allowing the mother to work through him or her in these circumstances. How I like to look at it is your divine masculine is not just yours, just like you are not just the divine masculine's divine feminine. You're here to be shared. And we are put into situations, positions, okay, where we actually have a role in that position. And the same goes for the divine masculine. Whatever he's doing, it is divinely in place. He's there for a reason to help heal a situation. Okay. So the benefits might be material material support, or opportunities to learn or experience something new, but they will always include spiritual development. We may have to learn how to stay focused on the love of the Holy Mother when all around us seems crazy with fear. We may have to learn how to love ourselves and not take another's difficulty with love personally. We might have to learn how to see that another's judgments have everything to do with them and not necessarily anything to do with us at all. We might learn strength, compassion, incredible tolerance, and great trust in such situations. When the time comes for us to leave those situations behind, we might also be ready to move into new situations that are more supportive of us, which we can consider a thank you gift from Our Lady of Charity. She does not only ask her children to provide charity according to their capacity, but also dispenses it freely upon those who pray to her. Our Lady of Charity provides special protection to those who seek to serve others. She is a graceful protector and powerful divine channel for miracles. It is said in the stories of Our Lady of Charity that 3 men in a boat became trapped in a violent storm and prayed to the Divine Mother Mary for her help. The sky suddenly cleared and became golden and peaceful, and upon the sea a small statue of the Mother Mary was found, miraculously remaining dry, even though floating on the ocean. This story speaks of her grace, her power to respond so helpfully when we pray to her for protection and assistance with sincere trust. This story also hints at a mystical protective power of the Holy Mother. In her grace, when you are entrusted with an act of charity, no matter what surrounds you, be it evil or despair, negativity or fear, if you focus on prayer to her, you shall remain unharmed, dry even in the ocean. This mystical power is also helpful for those of us who want to see the truth that has been hiding behind an illusion. It might be the lies of deceptions of another or a corporation that we want to have unveiled so that healing can occur. In this case, we pray to Our Lady of Charity for her assistance, as her power is far greater than any illusion or deception. Perhaps we are craving the spiritual truth in a situation that doesn't sit well with us, that feels hidden. Or perhaps we want to see the reality of a situation instead of viewing it through the eyes of our own ego. The Divine Mother, who remains dry in the ocean of illusion, can help us see beyond the surface of a situation and understand its purpose, and to empower others to do the same. In this, Our Lady of Charity leads us towards enlightenment so that we can help the human race live more lovingly upon the earth, with reverence and respect. Our Lady of Charity also comes with a message. If you are interested in a profession of healing, or spiritual guidance, or teaching in some way, pray to her to help you find the path forward, and do not worry about how it will come to pass. Put your faith in her power, and all shall unfold perfectly. She lovingly accepts all offers to help others, and will empower you appropriately to do so. Pray and trust now. If you yourself are in need of help, or perhaps the loved one is, Then pray to her for the grace of her charity, that which is given spontaneously out of love, with no thought of checks and balances. This is her miraculous grace. Let's do this healing process and affirmation. Sense whatever is troubling you at the moment in your own life, or in the life of a loved one, or in the world at large, or all of these. Imagine these troubles are a great storm around you. Say this prayer. I call upon Mother Mary, who loves me unconditionally. I call upon Our Lady of Charity. I humbly and faithfully pray for your miracles of healing, my Holy Mother. Please help me now, and ask for help for any others in your storm, including the entire world if you wish. Through your grace, so be it. Sense the storm suddenly becoming peaceful and golden, like a clear and gentle day. It did brighten up a bit, didn't it? A luminous golden woman stands before you now, brighter than the sun and somehow softer. Place your hands in prayer and finish your healing process with this affirmation, said aloud 3 times. The Holy Mother, Our Lady of Charity, blesses us with miracles of grace now, through the endlessness of her love. I serve her charity and am held safe within it. The Holy Mother, Our Lady of Charity, blesses us with miracles of grace now, through the endlessness of her love. I serve her charity and am held safe within it. One more time. Let me just show you the picture here. The Holy Mother, Our Lady of Charity, blesses us with miracles of grace now, through the endlessness of her love. I serve her charity and am held safely within it. Amen to that. You've got this. You've got this. Life is the best gift. Those who dare to fail can achieve greatly. Only look back to see how far you've come. I have lots of talents. Live for the moments you can't put into words. Final message. Don't let the fear of what could happen stop anything from happening. That just takes you back to the beginning where it says you can allow this to be your block. I can't actually remember what it said. But, or you can use your manifestation powers. So don't let the fear of what could happen stop anything from happening. Stay close to anything that makes you glad to be alive. Okay. I want to say stay close to yourself. You are the being that can make you feel glad to be alive. Because why? Because life is the best gift. Okay, have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you guys soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.